All right. We're on the record in cause number DF 2500119. Councils, will you please announce for the record?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Raul Ramirez here on behalf of the petitioner, Joanna Lizeth Navarrete Quintanilla.
My name is Pascal, okay? I'm the attorney for the respondent, Father Moses Zavala Pina.
All right. And interpreter, would you please state your name and license number?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Maria Isabel Herrera, license number 2506.
Thank you. Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will properly translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
I do.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. Those who intend to testify, please stand and raise your right hands. All right. Do you all swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Does anyone wish to invoke the rule?
Yes, sir. I don't know who else. Is she a witness for you?
Yes, she is the custodian of records for one of our exhibits.
Okay.
Okay. Is she going to be your first witness?
Yes, because she's a detective. I want to get her in and get her out.
Okay.
I'm sure she's got a busy day.
Sounds good. Thank you. You all may have a seat.
No, as a preliminary matter, I want to raise objection to petitioner's amended petition. It was filed very late, just within the last 8 or 9 days or so. So suddenly after we had exchanged exchange exhibits on this, I mean, that puts us in it.
He's allowed to amend his petition.
Okay.
He didn't include another cause of action, not from what I could see.
Well, they didn't plead sole managing previously. All they did was joint, and that's quite neutral.
He doesn't have to plead. So if the court receives testimony about family violence, the court is required to name the non-violating party as a sole managing conservator. We're required to do that by law.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Prior to going on the record, there was some exchanges of exhibits admitted. So petitioner's exhibit 1 is admitted as a summary, 2 through 17 is admitted, and respondents exhibits 1 through 5 are admitted. The 2 narrow issues before the court to decide are possession and access and child support. And I believe father has he's alleging adultery.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. You all, let's see. Is there anything further preliminary that the court needs to take up?
Your Honor, in the interest of candor, I believe the court said that petitioners through 17 were admitted.
Yes.
My understanding is that P11 has not been admitted, and that's why the custodian of records is here to testify and authenticate that document.
That's correct, Judge.
So I just want to make sure that we're not misleading the court in any way.
So it is not admitted yet?
That is correct, Your Honor. That
Okay.
is the witness is here.
So for now, petitioner's exhibit 1 is admitted as a summary. Petitioner's exhibits 2 through 10 are admitted, and 12 through 17.
You are correct.
Thank you. All right, you all have 30 minutes aside that will include any opening and closing statements should you choose to make one. That'll also include any examination that you will choose to make. Counsel, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
No, Your Honor. May I approach the bench with the witness stand for a copy of our exhibit list?
Yes. Counsel, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
Myself, Judge?
Would you like to make an opening?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Attorney Ramirez, you may call your first witness.
I thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I call Detective Cackler, I believe.
Thank you. If you just have a seat right here and just pull the microphone close to your mouth. And whenever you're ready to proceed, counsel.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Could you please state your name for the record?
My name is Jennifer, Jennifer, Cackler, Cackler.
And Ms. Cackler, what is your occupation?
I am a detective police officer with the Carrollton Police Department.
How long have you worked there?
I've been there just shy of 19 years.
Are you familiar with the way that your department creates and keeps officers or incident reports?
I am.
Okay. Were you involved in an incident involving the petitioner here, Joanna Navarrete, and the respondent, Moises Zavala Peña, at at Joanna's residence?
So my involvement is I took the report. On that particular day, I was taking front desk reports, so I took the initial report.
So you were not at the place where the incident happened, but you were at the location and received the report and recorded it.
Correct. I was at the police department where your client made the report.
Now, could you turn to the binder that's in front of you, and if you could call your attention to Exhibit P11.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you see the document in front of you?
I do.
Do you recognize this document?
Yes, this is going to be the written portion of our police report.
Were the entries in this report made at or near the time of the events that it describes?
Yeah, so it was reported on November 11th. From my understanding, she'd reported it had been going on from sometime till August, till just before she made the report.
And were these reports and these entries made at a time by you or another officer with knowledge of what happened?
This is my written report.
And is preparing this type of report a regular practice of your department?
It is.
And is this a true and accurate copy of the report kept by you in your department in this case?
Yes, I believe this is the one that I sent directly to your client. I was just trying to make sure it was approved copy, but yes, this is an accurate report.
Does this report fairly and accurately reflect what occurred according to the narrative on that date?
Correct. It was what was reported to me on that date. Yes.
Your Honor, offer Exhibit P11 into evidence.
All right, any objection?
Once again, Judge. No, doesn't, Judge.
Okay, P11 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will pass the witness.
All right, Cross?
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you made this report, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Who was the officer that took the initial narrative from the petitioner? Do you know?
That was me. So she came into the police department and I was assigned to take reports that day from the front desk because our patrol officer that was up there wasn't there that day. So I actually took the report from her.
Okay. Did you make any attempt to reach my client, the respondent?
No, so since I work in a different division,
I says no.
the answer is no.
Okay.
It wasn't assigned to me.
Is it normal for you to make this kind of report without some kind of reach out to the opposing party?
Yes, the initial report is made. It's assigned to a detective. The detective would follow up.
Has anyone followed up with him ever since the 25th of November, since this report was made?
So I checked this morning. It was assigned to family violence detective, and from my understanding, it's still an active case. So I don't know if she's reached out to him.
So to the extent that it's still inactive, this
Yes.
is preliminary and not conclusive. That's fair assessment.
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm gonna object on asking the witness to make an opinion on the conclusivity of the report itself. The witness was here to authenticate the report that she said, not to have an opinion on what the conclusivity of the actual statements are.
Well, Your Honor, it's her product.
Well, hold on one second. It's overruled. She already answered the question. That's correct, yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You may ask your next question.
No further questions, Judge.
Okay, any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness free to leave?
Yes, Your Honor. The witness is excused. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
You may call your next witness, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I call the petitioner Joanna Lizeth Navarrete Quintanilla.
Okay.
Your Honor, how would you like us to sit?
As long as she sits closest to the microphone, and the microphone moves, so you can sit in either seat. Joey, would you like her in the first one? It doesn't matter, yeah.
I'll move the mic.
Whenever you're ready, Counselor.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Could you please state your name for the court?
Joana Lisek Navarrete Quintanilla.
Joanna Iset Navarrete Quintanilla.
And Ms. Navarrete, are you currently married to Mr. Moises Zavala Peña?
Sí.
Yes,
When did you get married?
En mayo, exactamente la fecha no me la sé.
in May, I do not know the exact date.
May of what year?
Del 2022 o 23.
Of 22 or 2023.
And how many children do you and Mr. Peña have together?
Una.
One,
About when did you and Mr. Peña separate?
En el 2023.
in 2023.
Before you filed the petition in this case, had you been a resident of Dallas County for at least 90 days?
Sí.
Yes,
And before you filed the petition, had you been a resident of the state of Texas for at least 6 months?
Sí.
yes.
Now, during the marriage, how did Mr. Zavala treat you in a way that you consider cruel?
El motivo de separación fue por abuso psicológico, tanto verbal para mí y mis hijas,
The reason for the separation was psychological abuse, verbal for myself and my daughters.
Did his behavior make it unsafe or intolerable for you to continue to live with him?
sí,
Yes,
Are you asking the court to grant your divorce based on the ground of cruelty?
sí.
yes.
Has this court issued temporary orders in this case?
¿Me puede repetir la pregunta?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, has this court issued temporary orders in this case regarding things like possession, access, and child support for, in this matter?
Sí,
Yes,
Has this court issued a protective order against Mr. Zavala?
sí.
yes.
In your own words, what did that protective order prohibit Mr. Zavala from doing?
No acercarse a mi dirección, no tratar de contactarme ni por teléfono, ni por mensajes, ni con otro tipo familiar. Y unas ciertas millas no puede estar cerca de donde yo esté.
Not getting close to my address, to not contact me over phone or message or any other familiar type. And to be a number of miles away from me, from wherever I am.
Did that protective order include the child as well?
Sí, para el área de escuela.
Yes, for the school area.
Now, under the temporary orders, where was Mr. Zavala supposed to exercise visits of the child?
En una librería, la abogada me mandó su dirección a la cual yo llamé y me registré.
At a bookstore, the lawyer called me. The lawyer The interpreter needs a repetition. La abogada de la dirección.
Sí.
The lawyer gave me the address and I called and I registered.
Is it more accurate to say that the place is called the Faith and Liberty Place?
Sí,
Yes,
Were those visits supposed to be supervised?
sí,
yes,
After the protective order was issued, did Mr. Savala still come to your apartment?
sí.
yes.
Did you contact law enforcement that day?
No,
No,
Was he ever arrested for violating the protective order?
sí.
yes.
After the protective order, did he still contact you about the child?
About the,
Child.
Sí,
yes.
Okay, let's turn our attention to Exhibit P7. Do you have that in front of you?
sí.
Looking at P7, what is the date on that? And what did he tell you about seeing your daughter, how she looked?
Eso fue en agosto 14. Ah, prácticamente me dice que él miró a la niña y que por favor le dijera que él la quería.
That was on August 14th, and practically, he told me that he saw the girl and to tell her that he loves her.
Is he being able to physically be close enough to see her against a protective order?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, let's look at Exhibit P8, which is right next after. What did he, in that text message, what did he tell you about where he was?
ese día iba llegando de trabajar a mis apartamentos. Él iba saliendo, a lo cual inmediatamente me mandó un texto y me confirma que era él. Y dice, no te preocupes, vengo de trabajar, vengo de Colony y pasé por aquí.
that day I was arriving at my apartment from work. He was leaving and immediately he sent me a text confirming that it was him. And he said, don't worry, I came here from work, from the colony, and I drove through here. And I went by here.
No,
Was that against the protective order?
sí.
Yes,
Now let's look at Exhibit P9. What did he tell you on that text message about your daughter's appearance?
Dice, buenos días, mi hija está hermosa, no la dejes caminar detrás de ti.
he said, good morning, my daughter is beautiful. Don't let her walk behind you.
Did this message reveal to you that he was indeed, again, violating the protective order and following you?
Sí, el otro mensaje dice, no te vigilo, solo quiero ver a mi hija.
Yes, the other message says, I am not watching you. I only want to see my daughter.
Did he ever send you a voicemail saying those things as well?
Sí, recibí un audio.
Yes, I did receive an audio.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I would like to go ahead and play that audio and have the translator translate that for the court.
Yes.
I'm already attached to, but how do I get the audio to work?
You should just be able to hit play.
I did hit play, but,
If not, I can play it from up here, 10.
yes, Your Honor. Please, and thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Joana, por favor, ponle otro poquito más larga las faldas a la niña, por favor. Llevaba muy corta esa falda hoy. Gracias.
Joanna, please put longer skirts on the child. Her skirt was very short today. Thank you.
Did this audio reveal again to you that he was indeed again following you and your daughter around, violating the protective order?
Sí, fue un día que la niña iba a la escuela, iba vestida con una falda.
Yes, it was a day that the child went to school and she was dressed in a skirt.
How did these messages and while the protective order was in place make you feel about your safety and your daughter?
Nuevamente acosada y vigilada.
Once again, stalked and monitored.
Has Mr. Zavala actually used Faith and Liberty Place to see the child as ordered?
No,
No,
Has he paid child support as the court has ordered?
no,
no,
Has he paid the medical support as ordered?
no,
no,
Are you asking the court today to confirm his arrears and grant you a judgment in the amount of $4,680 to be paid at $100 per month for the arrears?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to grant a medical support judgment in the amount of $1,017 to be paid at $75 per month?
sí.
yes.
What is father's current child support?
La orden que le pusieron decía $500.
The order that was set said it was $500.
Are you asking the court to continue the amount ordered in the temporary order?
Sí,
Yes,
Are you asking the court to continue with your appointment as sole managing conservator?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to appoint Mr. Zavala as the possessory conservator with supervised visits only?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking that his visits continue to be supervised at Faith and Liberty Place?
sí,
yes,
Do you believe that the conservatorship and visitation terms are in your child's best interests?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to award you your vehicle and award him the vehicle in his possession?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to award you your household furnishings, fixtures, et cetera, in your possession and award a respondent the ones in his possession?
pues realmente bienes no hay.
really, there are no assets.
I understand, but I'm talking about like personal items like your couch, your bed, stuff at your house. You're asking the court to award that to you, but award that one's in his possession to him.
Sí,
Yes,
Are you asking the court today to adopt your proposed parenting plan and make it a ruling of the court?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, and are you asking the court to strike that? Are you asking the court to make you responsible for the debts in your name and the debts in his name?
sí,
yes,
You've incurred attorney's fees in this divorce, is that correct?
sí,
yes,
And attorney's fees in connection with the protective order?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to order Mr. Zavala to pay the attorney's fees, including the $3,500 that was previously ordered in the protective order case?
sí,
yes,
Are you asking the court to grant your divorce today?
sí.
yes.
Your Honor, if I may kindly request a time check.
11 minutes and 34 seconds.
Your Honor, I will pass the witness.
Okay, Cross.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Navarrete, good morning to you.
Buenos días.
Thank you. Has your husband ever hurt you physically?
Sí,
Yes,
When you were testifying earlier on, you did not mention anything about physical abuse. You only said psychological. How did that happen?
verbal y físico.
verbal and physical.
Could you tell the court exactly when he physically harmed you, when he put his hands on you, if ever?
La fecha exacta no podría decir, pero sí llegó ese día un policía a la casa.
I do not know the exact date, but a police officer did arrive at the house that day.
Did they make a report?
No,
No,
Has your husband ever harmed your daughter, in this case, Janelle, physically?
no,
no,
Okay. Sitting here today, do you believe he loves her dearly?
no sabría decirle.
I would not be able to tell you.
You will not be able to tell me?
No, por sus acciones.
No, because of his actions.
Now, do you have stepchildren in the house? But do you have other children in the house?
Hijastros no, son mis hijas.
That children, no, they are my daughters.
Okay, well, his stepchildren, okay? Sitting here today, does he treat those other children, his stepchildren, the way he treats his own biological child?
Objection vague.
No, just John, it's not vague.
I don't understand what it means.
The question was, sitting here today, does he treat those children, his stepchildren, the way he treats his own biological child? Overruled. You may answer the question, ma'am.
No, fue el motivo de separación por maltrato a mis hijas.
No, it was the reason for the separation, mistreatment of my daughters.
Now, let me ask you, even after your separation, when he comes around, does he come around to bring snacks, food, and things of that nature to the children? Yes or no?
Las dejaba fuera de la casa.
He would leave them outside the house.
Okay. Does he also buy things for the stepchildren, just like he buys for his biological child? Yes or no?
No,
No,
You're sitting here to, you know you're under oath, sir, ma'am, you know that? Has there been any occasion in which he purchased items, food, clothing, just like he bought for his own biological children? Yes or no?
comida llevaba, pero no era específica para mis hijas.
He would bring food, but it was not specifically for my daughters.
Are you assuming that he was bringing the food for somebody else other than his stepchildren?
Para su hija, Janely.
For his daughter, Janely.
Janely.
Ever since your separation, how many boyfriends have you had?
Uno.
One.
Um, did that boyfriend, is there a pending charge of assault, family assault against you? Well, against him for hitting you as we speak.
No.
No.
Did he express any concerns about the young man who comes around?
Objection, hearsay.
Well, I'm talking about my client, what he said. It's right here in court.
Did he, just for the record, clarify your question?
Did your husband express concerns about the behavior of your paramour?
Quiero pensar que es por celos, pero no tiene nada que ver.
I would like to think that it is because of jealousy, but it has nothing to do with it.
Okay. Did he express to you that he was uncomfortable you leaving your children, including his stepchildren, with a stranger that he doesn't know about? Did he express that to you?
Él no vive conmigo, yo vivo sola con mis hijas.
He does not live with me. I live alone with my daughters.
Objection. The question wasn't answered. It's been narrative.
Did he express to you that he was uncomfortable with you living with your children, including his stepchildren, with a stranger he doesn't know about? Did he express that to you?
Sí.
She's saying he didn't, he doesn't live there. So I guess you would have to ask her, where does he live?
Okay. Do you know where he lives?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Was there an occasion in which my client came to the house and realized that you weren't there and that man's vehicle was there, apparently with nobody else, no adult supervision, himself and his daughter?
Su carro estaba parqueado, pero él estaba trabajando.
His car was parked, but he was working.
Let's see. So your response is that he wasn't in the house, but his car was parked there. Is that what you're telling the court?
Sí.
Yes.
No further questions, Judge.
Okay, redirect.
No, Your Honor. I will pass the witness.
Okay, ma'am, you may return to your seat with your attorney. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll call Mr. Moises Zavala Peña.
Okay. Sir, you'll have a seat and just place or pull the microphone closest to your mouth.
You know, as a preliminary matter, as a constitutional matter, I have instructions to my client not to answer any questions regarding alleged violation of protective order. He'd be asserting his.
So is he going to testify or no? Because it doesn't work like that. He can't get on the witness stand and choose which questions he wants to answer.
Well, he has a constitutional right not to incriminate himself.
Okay, that's not my question. Is he going to testify or is he not going to testify? He can't get on the witness stand and then choose which questions he wants to answer. It doesn't work like that. It's either he's going to testify all together or if he's not going to testify at all.
No, you know, I disagree vehemently on that one. He can testify and not incriminate himself.
I really don't know why we're discussing the family violence anyway, honestly, because once family violence has been determined, the court's hands are tied. The law says what it says. At this point, we're at possession and access. and child support. Those are the only two issues that are before the court.
Okay, Judge,
Go ahead.
Or Your Honor, if he's not going to testify, then I have no questions for the witness.
Well, I mean, you can ask him something. I just don't see the need to keep harping on the family violence aspect of it.
I understand the court's position. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Mr. Zavala, you understand that the court has issued temporary orders in this case regarding possession, access, and child support?
¿Puede repetirlo en español?
Does your client need a translator?
well, what hasn't used it, hasn't been needed for me. But that's-
Because if he's now saying that he needs a translator and he hasn't used it for you, then I mean, that's kind of disingenuous on the
well,
day of trial to now act as though he doesn't understand the English language.
you know, you know, in a court situation, I guess, he kind of feels that he probably needs a little extra, but otherwise he's done well with me. But if I can speak to counsel for a few minutes in terms of having to improvise. with,
No, we're not doing that. He would have already needed to provide his own translator today. You don't get to get on the witness stand today at final trial and say you do not understand the English language and you need a translator. We're not doing that.
Can I speak to him for a minute, Your Honor? And,
Sure.
thank you, Judge. You know, he'll testify, provided that counsel will oblige him repeating certain questions and perhaps speaking a little slower.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Zavala, you understand that the court has issued temporary orders in this case?
Sí. Yes.
Do you understand that the court has issued orders on the custody, possession and access and child support of the child?
Yes.
Do you understand that the court has issued temporary orders on when you get to see the child?
No.
Do you understand that the court has ordered that your visitation be at Faith and Liberty placed under supervised visitation?
No.
Is it your testimony that you have not exercised any visitation rights since this case has begun?
Say it again.
Is it your testimony that you have exercised 0 visitation rights since this case has begun?
Yes.
So you have made no attempts to contact Faith and Liberty Place, is that correct?
Yes.
You also understand that you are obligated to pay child support in this case, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand, and have you made any child support payments at all?
Seriously, I don't do any payment child support because I don't have one before of this case.
So
So
it,
all the time I put the money on his hands because all the time I buy everything for my daughters, not only for my daughters, his daughters too, because it's like my daughters. I don't know why she said that a lot of things about me never happened.
objection non-responsive.
Sustained.
Sir, according to the temporary order in place in this case, you were to pay, I believe, approximately $520 a month in child support. Have you made any payments? Have you made any payments in compliance with that order?
No,
Have you made any payments in compliance with paying the cash medical support?
yes.
Okay. When did you make that payment?
Say again the question?
Yes. Have you made any payments regarding the cash medical support as required by the current temporary order?
Okay, yes.
What visitation schedule are you looking for today?
The regulars like the law do for parents because I don't a bad guy. So again, I don't know why she just said that all that thing about me.
Okay.
You know,
So-
just I want to see my daughter go to school, eat with her, do everything.
Objection unresponsive after the schedule. I believe the phrase that he said was the schedule that the law gives every parent.
Sustained after the regular light that the law do for parents.
So are you saying that you should not be supervised in your access?
No,
Okay. Are you saying that you have unrestricted access to the child?
no.
Okay, I'm confused. Are you saying you should have restricted access or no, nobody's supervising? Is that what you're saying?
Say again the question.
Are you saying that nobody should be supervising your access to the child?
No,
And so you're asking for no supervision regardless of the fact you have exercised zero visitation since the temporary orders, correct?
no, I'm not asking about zero visitation. I'm not asking about somebody supervise me. I'm asking just I want to have my daughter just to want to see, hug her, eat with her, watch she grow. That's it. I don't want to spend time fighting with her, nothing. Just want my daughter. Like
So
I want to pay the child support. Now I can pay a lot because I come from ICE. I was 4 months in ICE, and she with his
objection
CPS do
non-responsive and
everything.
narrative.
Or no?
Sir, do you understand that to receive unsupervised access, the court must feel comfortable that you will obey the court orders and follow the rules? Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Okay. And you understand that up until now, you have not been following those rules, correct? Okay. Do you understand that you were to not have come any closer to Mrs. Strike, that you understand that you were to obey the protective order regarding coming close to Mrs. Navarrete or the child, correct? Do you understand that you have on three separate occasions, I'm sorry, four separate occasions, you have violated that order, correct?
I don't.
I'm gonna object to that. That's the initial statement that I made regarding him having to answer questions that will keen on his Fifth Amendment rights, I vehemently stand by that, stridently stand by that, I should say.
The question was, you understand you have on 3 separate occasions violated the court order. So what does that have to do with the family violence?
There's if he answers that in the affirmative, it's an affirmation that all that occurred. And he doesn't want to, he has a constitutional right not to incriminate.
Violated the court order, him not paying child support, him not following the order going to FLP, him not, him, in addition to not going through FLP, sending her text messages that's clear that he is potentially stalking her, that's violating the protective order, which violates the court order. So that's a relevant question.
Then I see it differently. What is the bottom?
Well, it doesn't, at the end, it has nothing to do with family violence. It's the court order, the underlying order that he is asking him about not violating, and your client answered in the affirmative.
But what I'm saying is that if he were to affirm that, assuming that Granny will affirm that, there are consequences for that. There are criminal consequences for that.
What consequence?
You could put him in jail, Your Honor.
For violating a court order? This is not an enforcement hearing, counsel.
Yeah, he's under oath, Your Honor. I'm saying.
Yes, but I don't want you misspeaking and making your client think something that is not. The court is not about to place him in jail for any sort of contempt. That's not what this hearing is about. If he violated the court order, he violated the court order. That has nothing to do with the family violence allegation.
And I'm going to leave it that way. I disagree, but
Okay, that's fine. You can disagree, but it's a court order and your client admitted to violating it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Could I get a time check?
Yes, you have 5 minutes and 8 seconds left. Counsel, you have 19 minutes and 45 seconds.
myself, Judge.
Yes.
Your Honor, I will pass the witness.
Okay. Cross.
No, Your Honor.
If you wanted to wait to call him on direct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Then the petitioner will rest.
Okay. All right. So no other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You may call your,
Thank you, Judge.
go ahead.
Moses,
Yes, sir.
okay. Would you tell the court the kind of things that you did with your daughter? Have you ever been to swimming lessons with her? Have you taken her to the pools before?
Your Honor, I'm gonna check this to compound questions.
Sustain, ask one question at a time. The first question was, have you ever been to swimming lessons with her? You can answer that.
Okay.
He asked, have you ever been to swimming lessons?
Your Honor, I strike that.
Okay.
Let me approach the witness, Judge. Moses, your exhibit number 4 has been painted already. Would you look through these pictures and in one word, would you tell the court exactly your relationship with your daughter? Look through the pictures.
Sorry.
Okay. Mr. Zavala,
I should do
I
that.
want to see your daughter regularly.
Yes.
While the two of you were together, was there any occasion in which you harmed her? Did you ever hit your daughter?
Man, I died for her.
Okay. Did you ever hit any other children, your stepchildren in the household?
I love her too.
Did you treat all of them as if they were your own biological children? Yes or no?
No.
Now, how much do you, or strike that? Were you in detention for a little while sometime this year?
No,
In immigration detention?
I was in immigration detention.
Okay. Who was responsible for you going over there?
Uh, well,
Okay. Now, ever since you came out, have you tried to pick up yourself together in terms of getting a job?
yeah,
Okay. How much do you make in a month, approximately?
around 4,000 or 45.
Okay. Are you willing to pay child support to support your daughter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you, during this, in the last, since you came out of detention, did you make any attempt to send your wife some money for your daughter?
I sent message her how we can do this to put the money. She never answered me.
Okay.
I have the proof on the phone. I send you. You see the, have everything. Try to, say here, hey, how we do for the girl. And she never answered me nothing because she said his lawyer, he say he don't want to talk with me with nothing. So
Okay. Do you want this court to order an app? Since she doesn't answer you directly, do you want the court to order that the two of you will have to use an application so as to communicate regarding the child? Do you want that?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you had talked about your wife committing adultery. Could you tell the court why you believe that she was cheating on you during the marriage?
Say it again, understand the
Okay.
last.
You told the court, you filed petition in court
Mm-hmm.
that your wife was messing with another man during the marriage.
Wow.
Would you tell the court why you believe that happened?
Okay, the problem start with her, what she say about, I went to see my daughter on Sunday. I bring food for her and another girls. And she don't was on the apartment. Then I see the Carlos, his boyfriend, whatever, no matter what. And I say, she's working or what? And I knock the door. And she are working, but the boyfriend is inside. She had less like 2 months he are with him. So, and you live with my daughter with a stranger inside. I called the police, and the police coming, and she coming really mad. And to this action, I can see my daughter. So she was mad. He told me he never, I never see my daughter again because I do that. So I don't put so much attention because she say a lot of things. So, but she start doing that. I can, see my daughters. But all the time I put food in front of the door because she never took from my hand. I take shoes, clothes, everything from my daughter. I put. Sometimes she throw the shoes to the trash can in front of my face. Man, why she do that? It's my daughter. Only want to. Okay. I never hit you. You live in a house with me. You had good cars. You got everything. I died for you and for your daughters. I never hit you. I never take you with my hands. I never say nothing. Say something for you because I was love you. I know. I don't know why you left me. Because you left me. You say because I hate you. I say emotional. I have a lot of people. You know the people because the people are in the church. They can talk about me and about you. They know you before me. And I don't know why you should do that. You do the same thing on the first, the first husband you had. You do the same thing. I was thinking you don't do the same thing with me.
Mr. Moses, are you asking the court to base your child support upon the amount of money you make in a month? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also want to pay the medical on this case, is that correct? Medical
Yes, sir.
time. You asking the judge to base it upon your income, is
Yes,
that
sir.
correct? Now, you're also asking the court award you whatever you have as personal, your shirt, your car that you have, and let her keep whatever she has. Is that what you want?
Yes, sir.
In terms of visitation, for us of that, what you want here is what we call a standard visitation. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
If the judge were not to give you the standard visitation, would you be happy if the judge were to step it up so that you can do one or two things before you can then get the standard visitation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Basically, you're saying that you will do anything you can in order to reunite with your daughter. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Could you please do a check for me?
Yes, you have 10 minutes and 33 seconds
Thank you,
left.
Judge. Now, in terms of attorney's fees, is it your testimony that the agreement on this is a flat fee of $4,000? Is that correct?
Yeah.
You paid some, but you still owe over $2,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now you are asking the judge make her pay for those since you were practically dragged into this court. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
You're not as a witness.
Okay, Attorney Ramirez.
Yes, just a few questions. You said you make between 4,000 and 4,500 a month. Is that what you said?
This is what I'm doing now.
I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Zavala, now the $4,000 to $4,500 that you mentioned, is that your total? Do you take your gas equipment that you hire, perhaps some help?
That's correct.
Okay, so if you were to take away gas, equipment hire, help, can you tell the court approximately how much goes into your pocket from the 4,000 to 45?
A month?
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Did you provide a financial income statement for him?
No, yeah. I have bank statements and he just barely started functioning after detention for a long time.
Okay, continue.
Yes. So would you give the judge an idea how much you bring home in your pocket after expenses from your?
Around 3,000. 3,000.
No further question, Judge.
Okay,
No questions for the witness.
all right. You may step back, sir, over there and sit with your attorney.
Thank
Counsel,
you.
you may call your next witness.
You know, I didn't. Well. Yeah, let me call Miss Navarrete quite briefly, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, you come right back up here and have a seat. Whenever you're ready, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Neverett, I'm calling you back again. Sitting here today, do you believe that if the judge were to order him taking your beautiful little girl home, that she would be in danger?
Él vive con primos, no sé su forma de vivir actualmente. No estoy segura.
He lives with cousins. I don't know his way of living currently. I am not sure.
Well, my question is there anything that makes you believe that if he were living in a one-bedroom apartment all by himself, that your daughter will be in danger in dad's loving hands?
Temo que él se la lleve a México por su razón de migración.
I am afraid that he would take her to Mexico because of his immigration reason.
And I'm gonna object to that. That's not responsive, not answering the question, Judge.
Sustain. The question was, is there anything that makes you believe that if he were living in a one-bedroom apartment all by himself, that your daughter will be in danger in dad's loving hands? That's a yes or no.
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 No further questions, Judge.
Okay. Cross?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
I'll
Thank
use
you.
my last 3 minutes for closing.
okay.
That makes
Um,
sense.
You all can go back. I have a question. What is the closest police station to mom if she knows? No, that's the question for her. What is the closest police station to her if she knows?
A la de Carrollton.
The one on Carrollton.
All right, and dad, where do you live?
Dallas.
Who do you live with?
Where that was that is 56.
No, who lives there? Who lives there?
I live there. I live there with a friend. We rent a house,
Okay. How many bedrooms?
4 bedroom.
Does your daughter have her own bed?
Yes, for sure.
Do you have pictures of her room set up already?
Not really. I don't think about that, but
So does she have her own room already?
I rent the house. Supposed to in the contract we are two rooms each. Guy, because he has his family. He got like
That wasn't my question. Does she have her room already?
yeah.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, yes.
And when she were to come and live or visit with you, where would she sleep?
In my room, I have 2 beds too. Full and like a small one for babies. No, not like a small.
Like a
one.
twin?
Yeah.
Would you all share a bathroom?
How many bathrooms do you have?
Oh, 2 bathrooms.
So she has her own bathroom, you have your own bathroom. Okay.
Yes.
How many other, you said you have a roommate.
Yeah.
How many family members does that
His-
person have?
His wife and his 3 daughters. 2 daughters and 1 kid, like the same age of my daughter.
Okay. And do you know if they share beds or rooms or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. That's all the questions that the court has You may return to your seat. Attorney Ramirez, you may proceed with your closing statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I think it's become pretty evident from this case and from the testimony that Father here, he wants to do things his way. He wants to do things when he wants, and he wants to do things how he wants them, and he expects the rest of us to comply. He does not respect orders, and he does not respect any rules. The record from beginning to end clearly illustrates that. First, he admitted on the stand to violating the temporary orders on 3 separate issues: child support, possession and access, and then violating the protective order as well. If the court looks at the record, the court entered the protective order back in March of 2025. The court entered temporary orders back in March 12th of 2025. Today is December. So we have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months. 9 months since the temporary orders, and he could have scheduled one visit with Faith and Family Place. Did he do that? Absolutely not. He just, I guess, decided he just didn't need to do that. But today he's asking you to have the standard possession order because, again, the rules don't apply to him. The temporary orders were entered March 12, 2025. 9 months. Has he paid any child support? No. He admitted on the stand that he hasn't paid. Why? Because he doesn't think the rules apply to him. The protective order was granted back on March 4th, 2025, where he's not to have contact with mom or the child except through the temporary orders. So again, that's 9 months. What has he done? He decides he needs to follow around the school. He decides he needs to go hang out at mom's house. He decides he wants to do things his way. Why? Because he doesn't show any respect for the court orders and he doesn't show any respect for the judicial process. He already had a mechanism in place for seeing his daughter. Today on the stand, the court observed a very emotional man, someone who clearly looked like he was very hurt and he was in pain. And I think he was even letting out some tears over not being able to see his daughter because according to his words, he would die for her because he loves her so much. And yet in 9 months made absolutely zero efforts to actually see her, except by violating orders that were already in place. The mechanisms were already in place for him to do what he needed to do. Now, one complete ignorance. One can say, I didn't know how to read English. I didn't have counsel. I didn't have this. Well, if we look at the pretrial order, that was back in July 18th, 2025, where he already had counsel. So let's look, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months. So even 5 months since he filed counsel, which gives him no excuse not to know what to do, he's made 0 attempts at visitation. And he's paid 0 child support. The court cannot trust a person who's incapable of following the rules, who's incapable of simply following a court order. The court gave him a plan. Under temporary orders, he had a plan to be able to have access to a daughter. All he had to do was just follow the order. All he had to do was just set up visitation. It was not that difficult for him to do that. He just had to pick up the phone and say, I want to schedule visitation to see my daughter. And yet he admitted on the stand, he didn't do that one single time in the last months. And he didn't do that 10 times since he got counsel. He just simply cannot be trusted to actually have any type of unsupervised access to this child. So I would ask the court to follow, adopt mom's summary of request early, which tracks the temporary orders and gives him an opportunity to show that he indeed does love his daughter and that he does want to see her and that he wants to be a good father. All we have to do is just simply adopt mom's summary of requested relief, which tracks the temporary orders, and he will be able to get to that. But it's up to him. And right now he's shown absolutely 0 efforts to do that. So we would ask the court to grant mother summary requested relief regarding the proposed parenting plan and appoint her sole managing conservator, grant mother's requested relief in regards to possession and access, and ask the respondent to enroll for supervised visits for Faith and Liberty Place for a time designated by the court, giving him an opportunity to step up slowly and show that he wants to step up and be a good father and show it through actions instead of just crocodile tears. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You just ran out of time. closing?
Thank you, Judge. How many minutes do I have, Judge?
7 minutes and 18 seconds.
Use it all, Judge.
You don't have to.
Thank you, Judge. May it please the court here. I'm glad we're in a family law court. Standard here, the beacon here, the lodestar here, the best interest of the child. It's testimony from my client, credible testimony from him that he lost his child, never harmed her. But it's also testimony from him that he never harmed mom. There's no doubt he loves his child. There's no doubt that he would do anything, perhaps die for her. It's not been smooth for him. Things happen, mom orchestrated the event. Eventually, eyes got him. He was lucky to be out. If it was in this era now, he would not be out. He barely came out, and he lost his apartment, lost his vehicle, lost everything, had to rebuild himself altogether. And he's just practically doing that now. Are we going to punish him because there was immigration violation that denied him the opportunity of exercising his visitation rights with his loving daughter, whom those pictures tell 1,000 stories? My colleague here has spoken eloquently as to lashes and things that he couldn't have done. But the fact of the matter is, as we sit here today, is he willing to turn a new leaf? Is he willing to do anything that the judge orders in order to make do with the time he has with his daughter? He is willing to do that. Does he have a house? He does. Does he have a comfortable place? He does. Does he have an employment now? He does. He does have the capability to be able to pay his child support, medical support, and provide for the girl that as sumptuously as he has been doing, including his testimony shows, stepchildren. In terms of the orders that my colleague has been broadcasting here, it was default. For goodness sake, it was default. He didn't have counsel at that time. Yes, he's had counsel, but he at this present time is willing and able to make do. Your Honor, I will urge that he deserves standard visitation rights here. I will ask the judge, respectfully ask the judge to adopt his requested relief here. That is every evidence that mom doesn't do too well in getting a phone call. The order does not say he cannot contact mom. What the order says is there should not be offensive language. Counsel failed to say all that. The order does not say the child should not be contacted, but it has to be in a respectful manner. Going to the school for school records, taking pictures and all that, those demonstrate that he made efforts. He was in pain and made efforts to really unite with the daughter. So I'll ask the judge to also, I don't know what you order, Judge, up close or our family wizard, that would be ideal in this situation. And in terms of grounds for divorce insupportability, and he has also testified credibly that mom have committed adultery in this case. I do urge Your Honor that he be granted standard visitation here. He's willing to pay child support. And in terms of attorney's fees here, he also urges the court that she should pay his child support. No further questions, no further issues, Judge.
Thank you. The court grants the divorce today and is going to take the ruling under advisement. I'll send it to you all out on Monday.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you. Your excuse.